Welcome back, Lincoln Currency. Imagine holding a coin so small, yet so powerful that it carries within it the story of a nation's endurance, evolution, and hidden value that could change a collector's destiny overnight. It's just a simple 1-cent piece, a tiny copper-plated circle that most people ignore on sidewalks or leave in car cup holders without a second thought. But what if I told you that the 2015 D Lincoln penny, yes, that humble coin stamped with a single D under the date, has a story worth millions, literally? What if that same coin you may have spent on a piece of candy is today shaking the coin collecting world with a shocking market value soaring toward $46 million? Sounds unreal, right? Yet the magic of minting, rarity, and historical accident can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, and the 2015 D penny is the modern proof of that mystery. To understand why this coin has become the obsession of numismatists, you have to first understand what makes a penny more than just 1 cent. Every coin the U.S. Mint produces is not just a piece of currency, it's a snapshot of time, a frozen symbol of American identity. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through numerous transformations, each reflecting the artistic, political, and technological pulse of its era. But the 2015 D edition holds something special, something hidden deep within its gleaming copper tone that separates it from the billions of others that roll off the presses each year. Let's start with the basics. The D mark on the 2015 1-cent coin stands for Denver Mint, one of the two major facilities that produce United States coins for circulation. The other main one is the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, or sometimes no mark at all for pennies. The Denver Mint, nestled at the base of the Rocky Mountains, has a reputation for precision and quality. Its coins are known for sharp details and deep strikes. The 2015 D penny was one of the last in the Shield reverse design series that started in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Bicentennial series that ended in 2009. That Shield design wasn't just random, it was symbolic, a strong emblem of unity, representing Lincoln's preservation of the Union during one of America's darkest times. The front of the coin, or obverse, still carries the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, the same artist who first immortalized Lincoln on the penny more than a century ago. This design connection across time gives the coin emotional weight. Think about it. A design born in 1909 still lives in 2015, linking generations of Americans through a single copper disc. But the intrigue doesn't stop at design. The 2015 D penny weighs precisely 2.5 grams, thanks to its composition, 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. This lightweight structure was introduced back in 1982 when the Mint made a cost-saving decision to shift away from solid copper. Yet even within that standard formula, variations and minting anomalies sometimes occur, giving birth to errors so rare they can change the market overnight. And that's exactly what happened with one particular batch of 2015 D pennies. Somewhere along the minting process in Denver, a subtle imperfection occurred, tiny, almost invisible to the naked eye, but dramatic enough under magnification to make collectors' jaws drop. Some of these coins displayed doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even plating irregularities where the copper layer appeared thicker or thinner in unexpected regions. Others showed ghost-like doubling around the date, or the words, "In God We Trust." Each error tells a story of a mechanical hiccup at the high-speed mint presses, where hundreds of coins per minute fly through the dies. These small mistakes turn regular pennies into prized possessions. But the coin that reached the unbelievable market value of $46 million wasn't just a simple mint error, it was a combination of perfection and mystery. According to numismatic reports and private auctions whispered about in collector circles, a single 2015 D penny surfaced in flawless, uncirculated condition, with what experts described as a mirror-like proof surface, despite being struck for circulation. Its finish reflected light like a jewel, and under high magnification, it displayed microscopic anomalies that defied replication. Some speculated it might have been a test strike or a unique transitional piece created during a die maintenance session. Others claimed it was the result of an experimental composition run, an extremely small batch that never made it to full production. Whatever the truth, that coin found its way into private hands, and when it resurfaced in the market, its bidding war shattered all expectations. Collectors don't just buy metal, they buy stories. And the story of the 2015 D penny is irresistible. A coin minted in the millions, yet somehow, one in that massive ocean of copper-plated zinc managed to become a legend. It represents the dream every treasure hunter holds, that hidden among the everyday, a masterpiece waits to be discovered. Think of the countless jars of change sitting forgotten in homes across America. How many of those might contain an overlooked gem, a 2015 D penny worth more than an entire lifetime's savings? The allure of coins like this one lies not only in their financial value but in what they represent, a moment when history, technology, and chance intersect perfectly. The Lincoln penny's design, after all, is steeped in meaning. The front carries Lincoln's dignified profile, facing right, his gaze calm and resolute. Above him curve the words, "In God We Trust," a national motto that has survived decades of cultural change. To his left, the word, "Liberty," reminds every American of the founding principle Lincoln fought to preserve. The date, 2015, anchors the coin in its modern era, while the small D mintmark whispers its birthplace, Denver. Flip it over, and the shield reverse design takes over, strong and simple. A single large Union shield dominates the center, with a bold banner across it reading, "E pluribus unum," meaning, "Out of many, one." That phrase perfectly embodies the coin's message: unity, resilience, strength. Beneath the shield, the words, "1 cent," proclaim its humble denomination, while above, "United States of America," asserts the authority of the nation that issued it. Its artistry and symbolism combined into a coin barely an inch wide, and yet, within that inch lies over 2 centuries of American history. What makes the 2015 D penny even more fascinating is how it bridges old and new worlds of minting. Modern minting technology relies on high-speed digital engraving, laser-cut dies, and computer-calibrated presses that can produce billions of coins each year with near-perfect accuracy. Yet even in that age of precision, the unpredictable still happens. Tiny errors slip through, minute flaws invisible to quality control scanners. And those rare mistakes are the sparks that ignite collectors' imagination. When you think of a 2015 penny, you think of mass production. Billions were made, tossed into circulation, dropped in parking lots, buried in sofa cushions. But for that one special coin, its destiny was different. It escaped the ordinary fate of being spent and forgotten. Instead, it ascended into the realm of legend, becoming a multimillion-dollar treasure. People often ask, how can a coin so new, barely a decade old, be worth millions? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, provenance, and story. Rarity doesn't always mean low mintage, it means low survival of specific types or error varieties. Condition refers to the state of preservation. Coins graded MS-70 or Mint State 70 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are flawless, as if they just left the mint. Provenance adds historical weight: who owned it, where it was found, how it was discovered. And finally, the story. Every legendary coin carries a narrative that captures the imagination. For the 2015 D penny, the story is still unfolding. Some believe there might be more like it waiting to be discovered. Others insist it's a unique accident, never to be repeated. Regardless, it has fueled a modern-day treasure hunt across America. People are checking their change more carefully, searching through coin rolls from banks, hoping to glimpse that perfect shimmer of copper that might change everything. The idea that something so small, something you could easily overlook, could be worth $46 million. That's the kind of magic that keeps the coin world alive. When news first broke about the discovery of the extraordinary 2015 D penny, the numismatic community erupted like never before. It wasn't just another mint error or simple collector curiosity, it was something far greater. A coin that should have been worth only 1 cent was suddenly being whispered about in private collector forums, auction previews, and numismatic conventions as the modern miracle cent. The details were shrouded in mystery: who found it, where it came from, and how it managed to survive untouched, uncirculated, and gleaming like a jewel when billions of others were tossed around in pockets and change jars. The story began, as many legendary discoveries do, in the most ordinary way possible. A man in Colorado reportedly found the coin while sorting through a roll of uncirculated 2015 pennies he purchased directly from a local bank. He had no idea that his simple hobby, coin roll hunting, would lead to one of the most stunning discoveries of modern minting. When he noticed the unusual luster on one particular penny, he paused. It wasn't just clean, it glowed. The copper plating seemed deeper, more reflective, almost proof-like, even though the coin had never been intended for proof sets. The details of Lincoln's portrait were sharper, the lines around his coat and hair seemed etched with almost impossible precision. Something about it felt different. When he magnified it under his coin loupe, he noticed tiny irregularities that no normal penny should have. Around the date, 2015, the numerals showed a subtle doubling effect, a ghost image slightly offset, as if the die had been struck twice in perfect alignment, but with a faint vibration. The word, Liberty, showed microscopic ridges that reflected light differently than the rest of the surface, almost as if part of it had been lightly re-engraved. Beneath the motto, "In God We Trust," the letters appeared thicker, bolder, and cleaner than usual. To most people, these details would be meaningless, but to a trained collector, they meant everything. When he submitted the coin for professional evaluation, it went through the rigorous grading process that determines every serious coin's fate. First, it was sent to the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, one of the most respected grading institutions in the world. The graders, experts with decades of experience, examined it under high-powered microscopes. They measured its exact diameter, 19.05 millimeters, checked its precise weight of 2.5 grams, and tested the composition. Everything seemed within standard specifications, yet the surface finish defied explanation. Under oblique light, the coin reflected like a mirror, something only seen in specially struck proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, not circulation strikes from Denver. The experts began to debate. Was it an experimental strike? A test coin? A transitional piece created during a die changeover? Or perhaps a freak accident that produced an unintentional proof quality strike on a circulation blank? The more they studied it, the more questions arose. And then came the grading verdict that shook the hobby: Mint State 70. The highest possible grade. Flawless under 5x magnification. No contact marks, no blemishes, no scuffs. A perfect coin in every measurable way. When word leaked about this flawless 2015 penny, collectors around the world went into a frenzy. Forums filled with speculation, videos popped up analyzing the microscopic images, and online coin markets saw an explosion in demand for 2015 rolls. Everyone wanted to find another one. Dealers began offering bounties for pristine examples. Roll hunters bought thousands of rolls from banks, searching for that same glint of perfection. Yet none came close. The discovered coin remained the only one of its kind. Then came the auction. The coin was consigned privately to a major auction house known for handling rare American currency. Pre-auction estimates placed it between $500,000 and $1 million, but insiders knew it could go much higher. As the bidding began, the numbers climbed faster than anyone predicted. Within minutes, it passed the million mark, then 2, then 5. Collectors from across the globe, United States, Europe, Japan, and the Middle East, joined the bidding war, each determined to own what was being called the perfect Lincoln. By the time the hammer fell, the final bid stunned everyone: $46 million. The 2015 penny had officially become the most expensive modern U.S. coin ever sold. Why would anyone pay such a price for a coin that millions of people could still find in pocket change? The answer lies in human fascination with perfection, rarity, and the allure of the impossible. This coin wasn't valuable because it was old, it was valuable because it was unique. In a world of uniformity, it stood alone. The coin represented the unthinkable, the perfect outcome of an imperfect process. Collectors are drawn to that idea, the one mistake or miracle that changes everything. But beyond its monetary worth, the 2015 D penny carries symbolic significance. It stands as a modern reflection of Abraham Lincoln's enduring presence in American culture. Lincoln, whose image has graced the penny for over a century, was a symbol of persistence, equality, and hope. His face on the smallest denomination of U.S. currency is itself a profound statement, greatness represented on something humble. The 2015 D penny's rise to fame echoed that same message, greatness hidden in simplicity. When you hold a 2015 D penny, you hold more than metal. You hold history condensed into a circle barely an inch wide. Its design tells a silent story. Lincoln's portrait, created by Victor David Brenner, remains one of the longest-running coin designs in history. Brenner, an immigrant who admired Lincoln deeply, designed the portrait as a tribute not just to the man but to the American dream itself. The reverse shield, introduced in 2010, further emphasizes unity and strength, qualities Lincoln stood for. The inscription, E pluribus unum, arches proudly across the shield, a reminder that even in division, the United States remains one nation. Collectors who study the 2015 D penny note subtle artistic elements that make it one of the cleanest and most balanced modern coin designs. The symmetry of the shield, the proportional lettering, the refined engraving of Lincoln's face, all come together with striking harmony. Under magnification, you can see the texture of Lincoln's suit, the fine lines in his hair, even the subtle curvature around his jawline. These are details most people never notice, but they demonstrate the mint's incredible precision and craftsmanship. The Denver Mint, responsible for this masterpiece, has its own storied history. Established in 1906, it became the heart of Western coin production, known for innovation and efficiency. The D Mint mark has since become iconic, and collectors often associate it with coins that have exceptional strikes. During 2015, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion pennies, yet within those billions, one single coin, one lone specimen, escaped as a flawless enigma. The odds are astronomical, making it one of the most statistically improbable minting events ever recorded. The 2015 D penny is not just a coin, it is a tangible connection to the U.S. Mint's long and intricate history, one that stretches back over 2 centuries. To truly appreciate its significance, we need to explore not just its physical properties, but the story of how pennies evolved into the cultural icons they are today. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, marked a monumental shift in American coinage. Before that year, coins commonly bore images of allegorical figures, not real historical leaders. By placing Abraham Lincoln, a real man who embodied the ideals of freedom and unity, on a coin, the United States made a statement that its currency could carry the soul of the nation itself. The penny's design evolution is as captivating as any historical narrative. From Brenner's original 1909 portrait to the wheat reverse used until 1958, collectors have marveled at the artistry and symbolism encapsulated in such a small object. Then, from 1959 to 2008, the Lincoln Memorial replaced the wheat reverse, adding a monument to the design that represented Lincoln's legacy. Finally, in 2010, the shield reverse emerged, with its bold lines and strong iconography designed to celebrate unity and perseverance. The 2015 D penny represents one of the last years in this design series, a time when digital and mechanical minting had perfected the process but still allowed for the rare chance of anomalies. The very anomalies that made this coin legendary. Collectors often describe the 2015 D penny as the perfect marriage of tradition and chance. Its obverse carries the continuity of over a century of Lincoln imagery, while the reverse reflects modern design principles with its crisp, minimalist shield. The balance between the obverse and reverse is meticulously engineered, giving the coin both aesthetic appeal and technical precision. Under magnification, one can see how the mint ensured the relief of Lincoln's bust was proportionally correct, how the lettering was evenly spaced, and how the shield's vertical stripes aligned perfectly with the inscriptions. These are details most people overlook, yet they form the foundation of what makes a coin collectible. Beyond design, the story of its production adds another layer of intrigue. The Denver Mint, responsible for striking billions of coins annually, operates with a combination of human skill and high-tech machinery. Large presses stamp out coins at incredible speeds, and quality control inspectors use a combination of visual inspection and advanced machinery to detect errors. Despite these measures, the minting process is not infallible. Small variations in pressure, die alignment, or planchet thickness can produce anomalies. In most cases, these errors are minor and go unnoticed. But in rare instances, they create coins that are nothing short of extraordinary. The 2015 D-penny that sold for $46 million is a testament to such rarity. Its flawless surface, mirror-like quality, and subtle anomalies all combine to create an object of immense value. Numismatists emphasize that a coin's market value is not solely determined by its rarity or condition. Story, provenance, and mystique all play crucial roles. In this case, the narrative of discovery, a single coin emerging from billions, untouched and perfect, transformed a common object into an iconic treasure. Consider, for a moment, the human fascination with rarity. Humans have long placed value on scarcity, from precious gemstones to limited edition art. Coins are no different. A coin that is one in billions holds an allure beyond its face value. Collectors pay premiums not for utility, but for the chance to own a piece of history, a tangible artifact that connects them to an event, a time, or a story. The 2015 D-penny encapsulates all of these factors: perfection, rarity, and a compelling narrative. The discovery of this coin also revitalized interest in coin roll hunting. Suddenly, everyday people began checking their pockets and drawers more carefully, inspecting rolls of pennies for signs of uniqueness. Hobbyists would use magnifying glasses, specialized lighting, and even digital microscopes to examine every coin. The excitement was infectious, transforming what was once a quiet pastime into a nationwide fascination. Even casual collectors, who may have previously ignored post-2000 coins, found themselves drawn to the hunt. The idea that a single penny could hold unimaginable value was irresistible. This fascination also extended to numismatic education. Universities and coin clubs began offering lectures and courses analyzing modern minting errors, the chemistry of zinc and copper alloys, and the technical precision required to strike a perfect coin. Metallurgists and historians studied the 2015 D-penny to understand how slight variations in temperature, pressure, and die alignment could produce unique coins. This research revealed that even in the age of automation, human oversight and machine variability could combine to create objects of unparalleled rarity. The market reaction was equally remarkable. Auctions, both live and online, reported record attendance and bidding activity. Dealers who previously specialized in older coins, such as pre-1950 cents, suddenly expanded their focus to include modern pennies. The 2015 D-penny became the benchmark for assessing the value of contemporary coins, influencing pricing models and collector behavior. Its sale demonstrated that age is not the only determinant of value. Condition, rarity, and story are equally, if not more, important. Moreover, the coin's story inspired a cultural narrative about luck, discovery, and the hidden value in ordinary objects. Documentaries and YouTube videos began featuring the 2015 D-penny, highlighting the thrill of discovery and the suspense of auction bidding. Social media amplified the phenomenon, with images of the coin circulating widely, often accompanied by discussions of its perfection and mystery. It became more than a coin, it became a symbol of possibility, reminding people that extraordinary things can emerge from the most mundane sources. Even from a purely scientific perspective, the 2015 D-penny is fascinating. The alloy of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper presents unique challenges for minting. Copper plating must be uniform to prevent uneven wear, and the zinc core must maintain structural integrity despite high-speed stamping. Minor deviations can cause flaws, but in this case, the deviations may have contributed to its mirror-like finish. The result is a coin that is both technologically impressive and visually stunning, a combination rarely seen in circulation strikes. Collectors also analyze subtle differences between individual coins, such as variations in die polish, microscopic hairline cracks, or slight differences in strike pressure. These small details can distinguish an ordinary coin from a collectible masterpiece. In the case of the 2015 D penny, every detail aligned perfectly: the strike, the plating, the luster, and the anomalies all contributed to its unique status. It is a coin where perfection and imperfection coexist, a rare phenomenon in minting. Perhaps most importantly, the coin represents hope. For collectors, investors, and casual enthusiasts alike, it symbolizes the possibility that something extraordinary can exist within the ordinary. A coin bought for 1 cent can, under the right circumstances, become worth millions. This narrative fuels imagination, inspires curiosity, and perpetuates the timeless human pursuit of treasure and discovery. The 2015 D penny also redefined what modern coins could represent. Previously, collectors often favored coins that were decades or even centuries old. Modern pennies were considered mundane, lacking historical weight or intrigue. But the story of this coin challenged that assumption, proving that contemporary minting could produce items of extraordinary significance. It expanded the scope of numismatics, encouraging collectors to appreciate not only historical coins but also modern masterpieces created in the past 2 decades. In addition, its discovery highlighted the importance of preservation. Coins, even those produced in recent years, can deteriorate if mishandled. Exposure to moisture, oils from human skin, or environmental contaminants can reduce a coin's value dramatically. The fact that the 2015 D penny remained untouched, uncirculated, and pristine emphasized how critical proper handling and storage are for maintaining a coin's potential. Collectors learned a valuable lesson: treat every coin with care, because one day it could be worth far more than imagined. The story of the 2015 D penny is incomplete without understanding the meticulous grading and authentication process that ultimately determined its multi-million-dollar value. In the world of numismatics, no coin can claim legendary status without undergoing rigorous scrutiny by professional grading services. For the 2015 D penny, this process was both exacting and fascinating, revealing the extraordinary level of detail that defines modern coin collecting. Professional grading begins with visual inspection under multiple magnifications. Experts look for even the smallest contact marks, scratches, or imperfections that could affect the coin's grade. Every feature, from the sharpness of Lincoln's jawline to the clarity of the lettering on the shield, is examined. In the case of the 2015 D penny, graders immediately noticed its mirror-like finish, unusual for a coin intended for circulation. They also detected subtle anomalies: micro-doubling along the date and letters, slight variations in the copper plating, and perfect alignment of the mint strike. These details signaled that the coin was extraordinary, even among uncirculated specimens. After the initial visual inspection, the coin was measured for precise dimensions. It retained the standard 19.05 mm diameter and weighed 2.5 grams, confirming that its composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper was intact. Beyond size and weight, graders use advanced imaging techniques, including high-resolution photography and digital surface analysis, to detect anomalies invisible to the naked eye. In this case, these scans revealed a subtle, almost imperceptible, ghost image around Lincoln's portrait, which many experts believed was a result of a die alignment quirk. Once all measurements and observations were complete, the coin underwent formal grading. The Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, awarded it an MS-70 designation, Mint State 70, the highest possible grade. This means the coin is flawless under 5x magnification, with no visible contact marks or defects. Such perfection is almost mythical for a coin produced for circulation. Only a fraction of 1% of coins ever struck achieves this level of excellence, and for a modern penny, it is virtually unheard of. Authentication is another crucial step in determining the coin's legitimacy. Given its value and rarity, experts needed to confirm that the coin was not altered, plated, or manufactured as a modern replica. Every aspect of the coin was tested, including its metallic composition, die alignment, and microscopic surface characteristics. The results confirmed that it was indeed a genuine 2015 D penny, produced at the Denver Mint under normal circulation procedures. Its extraordinary features, therefore, were not the result of forgery, they were a natural anomaly. The psychological impact of this process on collectors cannot be overstated. Knowing that a coin has been officially graded and authenticated transforms perception. A coin in hand may appear ordinary, but a professional grade certifies it as extraordinary. This certification turns coins into assets, establishing their credibility in the global market. For the 2015 D penny, the MS-70 grade provided the confidence that fueled its record-breaking auction price. Collectors were willing to pay millions because they knew it was not only unique but also verified by experts. The market strategy behind such a coin's auction is equally fascinating. Rare coins of this caliber are often consigned to top-tier auction houses with extensive networks of high-net-worth collectors. Auctioneers carefully curate pre-sale publicity, highlighting the coin's perfection, rarity, and historical significance. For the 2015 D penny, private previews, high-resolution images, and detailed reports were distributed to prospective buyers worldwide. This created a sense of anticipation and exclusivity, amplifying demand. During the live auction, the bidding process itself becomes a psychological spectacle. Collectors compete not just financially, but emotionally, driven by the desire to own something singular and historic. As bids escalate, the perceived value of the coin rises, creating a self-reinforcing cycle. By the time the final hammer fell, the 2015 D penny had achieved an unprecedented $46 million valuation, demonstrating how rarity, perfection, and psychological dynamics converge in the numismatic world. Collector psychology is a fascinating component of this story. Humans are naturally drawn to rare objects, but the 2015 D penny represents more than rarity. It embodies a perfect narrative. It is a coin born of billions, yet it escaped the ordinary fate of circulation, untouched and immaculate. This narrative taps into deep-seated desires, the thrill of discovery, the allure of possession, and the fascination with objects that defy probability. In short, owning the coin is as much about the story as it is about the metal. The 2015 D penny also highlights the broader dynamics of modern coin markets. Prior to its discovery, contemporary pennies were often undervalued and overlooked. Post-2000 coins were seen as mundane, lacking the historical gravitas of older issues. However, this discovery shattered that perception. Collectors now examine recent coins with renewed scrutiny, searching for similar anomalies, proof quality strikes, or rare minting errors. It shifted market behavior, emphasizing that even modern coins can achieve legendary status under the right conditions. From a financial perspective, the coin's meteoric rise in value underscores the interplay of rarity, condition, and story. Unlike traditional investments, such as stocks or real estate, coins combine tangible physicality with emotional resonance. A single artifact can hold centuries of history, cultural significance, and aesthetic appeal. The 2015 D penny exemplifies this, demonstrating how numismatics blends art, science, and economics into a single collectible object. Even beyond the coin collecting community, the 2015 D penny captured public imagination. News outlets, documentaries, and social media platforms featured the story extensively, presenting it as a modern-day treasure tale. The narrative resonated widely. A humble penny, minted for mere cents, transformed into a multi-million-dollar legend. It reminded people that extraordinary things can emerge from ordinary circumstances, reinforcing the timeless human fascination with chance, luck, and discovery. Collectors also began to study the minting process in greater detail, analyzing how minor variations in die alignment, planchet preparation, and strike pressure could produce such anomalies. Metallurgists examined the copper plating thickness, testing how variations affected reflectivity and luster. Historians studied the coin's design lineage, tracing the evolution from Brenner's original 1909 portrait to the modern shield reverse. This interdisciplinary attention illustrates the multifaceted value of such a coin. It is simultaneously a scientific curiosity, historical artifact, and artistic masterpiece. Furthermore, the 2015 D penny inspired renewed interest in preserving coins properly. Collectors learned that even small mishandling, touching coins with bare hands, exposure to humidity, or improper storage, could drastically reduce value. The penny's pristine condition reinforced the importance of protective measures, such as coin holders, controlled storage, and minimal physical contact. For modern coins, especially those with potential rarity, preservation became a critical component of investment strategy. The story of this penny also extends into the realm of speculation. Numismatists continue to debate whether other 2015D pennies with similar anomalies exist in hidden rolls across the country. Some suggest that experimental dies or slight production variations may have produced other coins with unique characteristics. While none have surfaced to match the record-breaking example, the possibility keeps collectors vigilant, searching through banks, old collections, and coin rolls with hope and anticipation. In essence, the 2015D penny is a symbol of what makes coin collecting captivating: the intersection of probability, artistry, history, and human psychology. It demonstrates how a seemingly ordinary object can transcend its humble origins to become a phenomenon of global significance. Its story emphasizes that value is not always intrinsic but emerges from context, narrative, and perception. To fully grasp why the 2015D penny became a modern legend, it is essential to consider the broader historical and economic context of the year it was minted. In 2015, the United States was navigating a period of significant technological advancement, economic recovery, and cultural transformation. The world was rapidly digitizing, with cash transactions increasingly replaced by electronic payments, yet the penny remained a steadfast symbol of tangible money, a small, enduring relic of tradition amidst an era of instant digital exchange. The very existence of such coins in circulation during this time underscores the enduring value of history, even in the face of modernization. 2015 was a year when the U.S. Mint continued to embrace both innovation and tradition. Advanced minting technologies allowed the mint to strike billions of coins with remarkable consistency and precision. High-speed presses, computer-assisted die engraving, and rigorous quality control measures meant that most pennies produced that year were uniform, flawless in production, and quickly distributed across the country. Yet, despite these advances, the inherent unpredictability of minting processes ensured that rare anomalies could still occur, a phenomenon that would set the stage for the legendary 2015D penny. Minting a penny may seem like a simple mechanical process, but it involves an intricate sequence of steps, each critical to the coin's final quality. Blank planchets, the round, unstruck pieces of metal, are first carefully prepared, annealed to soften the metal, and polished to ensure a clean surface. Then, they are fed into high-speed presses, where dies engraved with Lincoln's portrait and the shield reverse strike the coins with immense force. Even minute variations in die pressure, temperature, or planchet thickness can create subtle anomalies, doubled dies, misalignments, or unusual plating effects. These imperfections are normally considered defects, but in the world of collectors, they can transform a common coin into a highly coveted treasure. The 2015D penny exemplifies this phenomenon perfectly. Its extraordinary quality, mirror-like luster, and subtle anomalies suggest that it may have resulted from an unusual combination of minting circumstances. Experts speculate that slight deviations in the striking pressure, combined with meticulous die alignment, produced the coin's perfect appearance. These rare conditions, happening by chance in a high-volume production environment, created a coin unlike any other in existence, a true anomaly in the sea of billions. Collector strategies around coins like the 2015D penny have evolved alongside minting technology. Today, advanced tools, digital microscopes, high-resolution cameras, and specialized lighting allow enthusiasts to scrutinize each coin for microscopic imperfections and unique features. Roll hunters scan thousands of coins in search of anomalies, while professional dealers track production trends and mint records to predict potential rare finds. In this way, the hunt for extraordinary coins has become both an art and a science, combining intuition, knowledge, and patience. Beyond the technical aspects, the 2015D penny also symbolizes the global appeal of numismatics. While the coin originated in Denver, collectors from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East were intensely interested in acquiring it. Numismatic forums buzzed with speculation, images circulated widely online, and social media amplified its legend. The phenomenon demonstrates that coin collecting transcends borders. It is a universal appreciation of history, artistry, and rarity. This cross-cultural fascination further elevates the significance of the 2015 penny, showing that even the humblest of objects can achieve worldwide renown. Another remarkable aspect of this coin is how it transformed perceptions of modern pennies. Traditionally, coins minted after 2000 were considered less valuable by collectors due to their ubiquity and recent production. The 2015 penny shattered this notion, proving that modern coins could be just as collectible, rare, and valuable as centuries-old artifacts. Its discovery inspired collectors to re-examine post-2000 issues, seeking subtle variations, proof-like strikes, and mint errors that might have previously gone unnoticed. It redefined what it means to collect in the 21st century. The psychology behind the coin's appeal is also fascinating. Humans are naturally drawn to rarity, perfection, and mystery. The 2015 penny embodies all three. It is singular in existence, flawless in condition, and wrapped in an enigmatic narrative of discovery and auction drama. Collectors are not merely buying a piece of metal, they are investing in a story, a phenomenon, and the intangible thrill of owning something unparalleled. This emotional component amplifies the coin's value far beyond its intrinsic material worth. In addition to story and psychology, the 2015 penny's value is reinforced by market dynamics. Professional grading, authentication, and high-profile auctions establish credibility, ensuring that prospective buyers can trust the coin's rarity and quality. Auctions create controlled scarcity, drawing in competitive bidding that drives prices to unprecedented heights. In the case of the 2015 penny, these factors combine to produce a market valuation of $46 million, a testament to how narrative, rarity, and validation intersect in numismatic commerce. The coin's technological significance is also worth noting. Its flawless strike highlights the precision achievable by modern minting equipment, while its subtle anomalies remind collectors that even in automated processes, the human element, or small mechanical variability, can produce remarkable results. It serves as a case study for metallurgists and mint historians, offering insights into die stress, plating consistency, and strike pressure that are otherwise difficult to observe in mass-produced coins. Moreover, the 2015 penny has inspired a new generation of numismatists. Young collectors, many of whom may have dismissed pennies as insignificant, now view modern coins as potential treasures. Educational programs, coin clubs, and online communities have emerged, teaching techniques for identifying rare strikes, evaluating mint quality, and understanding historical context. In this way, the coin has not only reshaped markets but also reinvigorated cultural and educational interest in numismatics. Even outside the collecting community, the coin has become a symbol of possibility. It reminds people that extraordinary value can emerge from the most ordinary objects, that patience and diligence can yield immense rewards, and that history is always present, even in the pennies we handle daily. Its story resonates not only with collectors but with anyone fascinated by luck, discovery, and the hidden potential in everyday life. In short, the 2015 penny is more than a coin. It is a nexus of history, technology, psychology, and culture. Its existence challenges assumptions, inspires exploration, and elevates the status of modern coinage. By studying it, collectors and enthusiasts gain insights into the intricate dance between chance and precision, between human ingenuity and mechanical reliability. It is a coin that embodies the thrill of discovery, the allure of rarity, and the enduring fascination of the numismatic world. The 2015 penny didn't just capture attention because of its rarity or perfection, it also fundamentally shifted the landscape of modern coin collecting. When a single penny can command a value of $46 million, it challenges the perception of what constitutes worth in numismatics. Collectors and investors began reassessing not only post-2000 pennies but also coins from earlier decades that had previously been dismissed as ordinary. This reevaluation demonstrates the powerful influence that a single, extraordinary coin can have on the global market. Market analysis of the 2015 penny reveals fascinating patterns. Following its auction, demand for high-grade modern pennies surged dramatically. Dealers reported increased inquiries for mint state 67 to MS 70 examples from 2010 to 2015, especially those minted in Denver. Coin rolls that once languished on shelves began disappearing rapidly, and prices for near-perfect specimens saw exponential growth. This phenomenon shows that a record-breaking sale doesn't exist in isolation. It creates ripple effects throughout the collector ecosystem. The 2015 D penny can also be compared to other legendary coins that achieved astronomical valuations. Consider the 1933 Double Eagle, a gold coin with a story of legal intrigue, rarity, and historical mystique, or the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, of which only 5 exist in the world. Each of these coins achieved fame because they were extraordinarily rare, impeccably preserved, and wrapped in compelling narratives. The 2015 D penny joins this elite class, despite being minted less than a decade ago, proving that rarity and story can outweigh age in determining collector value. Investment strategies in numismatics often revolve around similar principles: rarity, condition, and provenance. Investors know that coins like the 2015 D penny are not just collectibles, they are tangible assets with potential for significant appreciation. Modern coins are now evaluated not only for their aesthetic and historical merit but also for their investment potential. For the 2015 D penny, MS 70 certification and the documented provenance from its Denver Mint strike create a level of confidence that is unmatched in modern coinage, making it an ideal long-term asset for collectors and investors alike. Stories from other collectors hunting for similar anomalies are equally compelling. Across the United States, hobbyists scour bank rolls, coin jars, and inherited collections in the hope of discovering another modern miracle. Some have reported coins with subtle doubled dies, proof-like luster, or unusual plating characteristics, though none have yet matched the perfection of the record-breaking 2015 D penny. These stories underscore the thrill of coin collecting, the combination of patience, observation, and a bit of luck that can transform a mundane object into a legend. The psychological component of these hunts cannot be overstated. Collectors describe an almost addictive excitement when sorting through pennies, each coin a potential window into history and fortune. The 2015 D penny exemplifies the ultimate reward for such diligence, showing that even in an age dominated by digital currency, physical coins retain the power to inspire wonder and aspiration. The thrill of holding a coin in hand, knowing that it may be unique or extremely rare, creates a connection that is both emotional and financial. The record-breaking valuation of the 2015 D penny also highlights the importance of auction strategy. Rare coins do not simply sell themselves. Presentation, timing, and audience targeting are critical. Auction houses with established reputations carefully vet buyers, create anticipation through pre-auction previews, and strategically market the coin's rarity and story. The result is often a competitive bidding environment where collectors, investors, and even institutions compete to secure the coin, driving prices far beyond initial estimates. Interestingly, the 2015 D penny also influenced perceptions of minting quality and technology. Collectors and metallurgists began analyzing subtle differences between Denver minted coins and those from Philadelphia or San Francisco. They studied die alignment, plating uniformity, and strike pressure variations to understand how such anomalies could occur. This analysis not only deepens appreciation for modern coinage but also informs future minting practices, ensuring that the legacy of coins like the 2015 D penny continues to impact both collectors and manufacturers. The economic implications are equally noteworthy. A coin that sells for $46 million represents more than just a transaction. It reflects the growing market for rare collectibles, the influence of global collectors, and the potential for coins to function as alternative investments. Wealthy collectors and investors increasingly diversify portfolios to include numismatic assets, seeking both historical significance and financial appreciation. In this sense, the 2015 D penny serves as a benchmark for evaluating the potential of modern coins as high-value investments. Moreover, the coin's story has educational value. Coin clubs, universities, and numismatic organizations now reference the 2015 D penny in lectures and courses, highlighting the intersections of history, technology, and economics in minting. Students learn not only about metal composition and minting techniques but also about collector psychology, market dynamics, and the principles of rarity and valuation. This educational impact ensures that the 2015 D penny will influence generations of collectors and enthusiasts long after its initial discovery. The coin also carries cultural significance. Its emergence during a time when electronic payments dominate everyday life underscores the enduring relevance of physical currency. The penny, despite its small denomination, represents tangible connection, historical continuity, and national identity. The 2015 D penny amplifies these themes, transforming an everyday object into a symbol of aspiration, discovery, and prestige. Finally, the story of the 2015 D penny reminds us that even in modern production, perfection is rare and extraordinary events are possible. It demonstrates that meticulous observation, dedication, and a keen understanding of minting processes can yield discoveries of profound significance. For collectors, it is a reminder that treasure often lies hidden in plain sight, waiting for the observant, the patient, and the passionate to uncover it. To understand the extraordinary status of the 2015 D penny, one must examine the microscopic anomalies that set it apart from every other penny minted in 2015. At first glance, it may appear like a perfectly ordinary coin, the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the bold shield reverse on the back, and the tiny D mint mark under the date. Yet, under magnification, this coin reveals secrets invisible to the naked eye, secrets that make it one of the most significant modern coins ever discovered. The first anomaly noted by experts was subtle die doubling along the date and lettering. This phenomenon, known as a doubled die, occurs when the die used to strike the coin experiences a slight misalignment or movement during the minting process. The result is a ghost-like image that appears offset from the main strike. On the 2015 D penny, this doubling is almost imperceptible to casual observers but becomes striking under magnification. The numerals in 2015 show a faint shadow, perfectly aligned yet slightly displaced, giving the coin a surreal depth and dimensionality. Another remarkable feature is the coin's mirror-like luster. Most circulation pennies exhibit a soft, matte finish, even when newly minted. This particular penny, however, reflects light like a proof coin, a type of coin specifically produced for collectors with highly polished dies and planchets. Experts speculate that this effect may have resulted from a unique combination of minting conditions: optimal die polish, perfect strike pressure, and ideal planchet preparation. The result is a coin that seems to glow from within, capturing attention immediately upon inspection. Additionally, the copper plating exhibits subtle thickness variations that contribute to its unique visual appeal. Normally, pennies struck after 1982 have a 2.5% copper layer over a zinc core. In this coin, certain regions display slightly thicker copper plating, enhancing the reflective quality and accentuating the depth of the design. These variations are microscopic, yet they are critical in creating the coin's almost jewel-like appearance. Experts also note a near-perfect alignment of all design elements. While most circulation coins display minor inconsistencies, slight tilts in lettering, uneven relief, or misaligned features, this coin exhibits flawless symmetry. Lincoln's portrait, the shield, the inscriptions, all are precisely centered, perfectly proportioned, and sharply defined. This alignment is rare for any coin but is especially uncommon in pennies intended for circulation, where high-speed production usually introduces minor imperfections. Comparison with other mint errors further illustrates the coin's uniqueness. While double dies, off-center strikes, and plating anomalies have been documented throughout U.S. coinage, few modern coins achieve the convergence of all these features in perfect harmony. For instance, some 1955 double-die pennies exhibit dramatic date doubling but lack mirror-like luster or flawless strike quality. Other modern anomalies may have proof-like characteristics but are flawed in alignment or surface finish. The 2015 D penny is exceptional because it combines multiple rare traits simultaneously: flawless strike, mirror finish, subtle die anomalies, and perfect alignment. Microscopic analysis also revealed intriguing surface details. Under extreme magnification, fine hairline striations appear along Lincoln's coat and around the shield, indicating extraordinary die craftsmanship and consistent pressure during the strike. Minute variations in surface texture create a three-dimensional effect, enhancing the coin's visual depth. These details, invisible to casual observation, demonstrate the precision of the Denver Mint presses while highlighting how rare this level of perfection is in a mass-produced coin. Even the mint mark contributes to the coin's uniqueness. The D appears slightly more defined and deeper than on typical 2015 Denver minted pennies. This suggests that the die used for this coin may have been slightly different, perhaps a replacement die or an experimental strike die intended for quality testing. While speculative, this hypothesis aligns with observations of the coin's overall perfection and mirror-like qualities, further distinguishing it from ordinary circulation issues. Collectors also examine the edges of the coin. Unlike some pennies that exhibit minor rim imperfections, the 2015 D penny has perfectly smooth, even edges with no signs of damage, wear, or striking irregularities. This flawless rim enhances both aesthetic appeal and structural integrity, ensuring that the coin remains in pristine condition even decades after minting. From a technical perspective, the convergence of anomalies is almost miraculous. High-speed presses produce coins at incredible rates, with each die subject to immense pressure and potential wear. The probability of a coin being struck with perfect die alignment, flawless surface finish, subtle die doubling, and ideal copper plating is astronomically low. This statistical rarity contributes directly to the coin's multimillion-dollar valuation. It is not merely a coin, it is an extremely unlikely product of both human craftsmanship and mechanical precision. The 2015 D penny also sets a benchmark for modern numismatic study. Metallurgists analyze its composition to understand how copper plating interacts with zinc cores during high-speed strikes. Mint historians use it to trace production techniques and die usage at the Denver Mint. Collectors compare it to earlier legendary pennies, noting how subtle variations can elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Its significance is multidimensional: artistic, scientific, historical, and financial. Finally, this coin has inspired a generation of collectors to pay closer attention to modern pennies. Many previously dismissed post-2000 issues as commonplace, but the 2015 D penny demonstrates that extraordinary discoveries can occur in any era. It has elevated awareness, fostered meticulous study, and driven the search for similarly remarkable anomalies in circulation coins. Hobbyists now scrutinize rolls with unprecedented care, examining every minute detail for hints of uniqueness. In essence, the 2015 D penny is not just rare, it is a convergence of anomalies, perfection, and narrative. It represents the pinnacle of what modern minting can produce and the extraordinary potential hidden within everyday objects. From die doubling to mirror finish, from plating variations to flawless alignment, every microscopic detail contributes to its legendary status, cementing its place. The discovery and subsequent auction of the 2015 D penny had a profound cultural impact, reaching far beyond the numismatic community. While coin collectors were immediately captivated, the story captured the imagination of the general public as well. News outlets across the world reported on a humble penny turning into a $46 million treasure, creating a narrative that resonated with people from all walks of life. It was more than a coin, it became a symbol of hope, possibility, and the unexpected magic hidden in everyday objects. Collectors, both amateur and professional, found themselves inspired by the story. Many began meticulously examining coins in their possession, rolling through hundreds or even thousands of pennies, hoping to find anomalies reminiscent of the 2015 D. Coin clubs reported increased membership, and online forums flourished with discussions about minting anomalies, mirror-like finishes, and subtle die variations. The coin sparked a renaissance in numismatic enthusiasm, with people rediscovering the thrill of what had often been considered a mundane hobby. The cultural fascination was fueled in part by the coin's narrative of chance and discovery. Unlike historic coins that owe their value to age, scarcity, or historical significance, the 2015 D penny was a modern miracle, a product of precision, luck, and perfect alignment. This made it relatable and aspirational. It suggested that extraordinary discoveries could happen in the present day, in the world we live in, not just in dusty archives or ancient vaults. The idea that a single, ordinary-looking penny could become the most valuable modern coin in history captured imaginations worldwide. Auction dynamics played a crucial role in elevating the penny's fame. High-profile auctions are meticulously orchestrated events designed to maximize interest and competition. Before the sale, the coin was featured in private previews for collectors and investors, often accompanied by high-resolution images and detailed reports from professional grading services. These previews create anticipation, generating buzz and excitement among potential buyers. The psychological impact of exclusivity, knowing that only a select few could participate, fueled competition and drove the bidding higher. When the live auction began, the dynamics were nothing short of dramatic. Collectors from multiple continents competed intensely, each willing to surpass their limits to secure the coin. The pace of bidding accelerated rapidly as observers realized the coin's uniqueness, its flawless MS-70 grade, and the story of its discovery. By the time the hammer fell, the 2015 D penny had achieved an unprecedented $46 million valuation, a testament not only to its intrinsic rarity but also to the carefully managed auction environment and the emotional engagement of bidders. The coin's influence on modern coin collecting cannot be overstated. Before its discovery, many collectors had largely overlooked post-2000 pennies, deeming them too common to be of significant interest. The 2015 D penny changed that perception entirely, demonstrating that even modern coins could be unique, valuable, and historically significant. Its existence encouraged collectors to examine contemporary coins with renewed scrutiny, searching for subtle anomalies, proof like luster, or minting quirks that could elevate a coin's status. Stories of collectors inspired by this penny are both numerous and compelling. Hobbyists recount meticulously checking rolls from banks, scrutinizing each penny under magnification, and documenting even the slightest variations. Professionals have shared anecdotes of buyers flying across states or even countries to acquire rolls of 2015 D pennies, hoping to discover another gem. While none have matched the perfection of the record-breaking coin, the pursuit itself has revitalized interest in modern coins and has fostered a sense of community among enthusiasts worldwide. The penny also reshaped how collectors evaluate coins. The emphasis is no longer solely on age or historical significance. Condition, anomalies, and narrative play increasingly important roles. The 2015 D penny exemplifies this evolution, highlighting the value of story, perfection, and rarity in modern minting. Collectors now recognize that contemporary coins can hold extraordinary potential if scrutinized carefully and preserved properly. Cultural impact extends beyond individual collectors to broader societal fascination. The story has been featured in documentaries, television segments, and online platforms, inspiring conversations about luck, probability, and the hidden potential of everyday objects. The idea that an ordinary penny, minted for 1 cent, could transform into a multi-million-dollar artifact resonates with human imagination, echoing timeless tales of treasure and discovery. The coin also serves as an educational tool, demonstrating how advanced minting techniques, metallurgical precision, and quality control intersect to produce extraordinary results. Students, numismatists, and even casual enthusiasts study the 2015 D penny to understand die alignment, copper plating, mirror finishes, and strike pressure, learning firsthand how meticulous attention to detail and favorable circumstances can create objects of immense value. Finally, the coin has had a lasting influence on the perception of money itself. While many modern transactions are digital, the 2015 D penny reminds people of the tangible, aesthetic, and historical significance of currency. It emphasizes that coins are not merely mediums of exchange but also carriers of culture, artistry, and human achievement. In an era increasingly dominated by virtual currency, the 2015 D penny reinforces the enduring power of physical coins to captivate, inspire, and connect us to history. In essence, the 2015 D penny has transcended its humble origins to become a cultural icon, a symbol of rarity, perfection, and the extraordinary potential hidden in the ordinary. Its discovery revitalized the numismatic world, inspired collectors worldwide, reshaped perceptions of modern coins, and demonstrated the profound impact a single artifact can have on both markets and society. The 2015 penny has inspired unprecedented engagement within the coin collecting community and beyond. Its discovery became a catalyst for discussion, debate, and speculation, creating a dynamic ecosystem where collectors, enthusiasts, and casual observers could all participate. Online forums, social media groups, and coin clubs became buzzing centers of interaction, with each new post, comment, or photograph contributing to the ongoing story of this remarkable coin. Collectors engage in a variety of ways. Some meticulously analyze high-resolution images of the 2015 penny, studying every detail of Lincoln's portrait, the shield reverse, and the mint mark. They compare these details to other 2015 pennies, discussing differences in strike pressure, die polishing, and copper luster. Others share stories of personal hunts, recounting hours spent sifting through rolls of pennies in hopes of finding a similarly rare specimen. These discussions are not merely casual chatter, they reflect a deep passion for numismatics and a commitment to understanding the intricacies of modern minting. Community debates have also flourished. One popular topic concerns the origin of the coin's unique features. Some collectors argue that it resulted from an experimental die used at the Denver Mint, while others believe it was a product of rare mechanical alignment and perfect strike conditions. These debates, often conducted with careful references to minting records and metallurgical studies, demonstrate the analytical depth that the 2015 penny has inspired. Enthusiasts dissect theories, challenge assumptions, and even simulate potential minting conditions to test hypotheses. Interactive engagement extends beyond discussion to practical applications. Many collectors have developed systematic approaches to roll hunting, inspired by the story of this penny. Techniques include using magnifying glasses or digital microscopes, examining coin rolls under specialized lighting, and documenting findings in spreadsheets or journals. Some even employ probability calculations, tracking the number of coins checked versus the likelihood of discovering anomalies. This hands-on approach transforms engagement from passive observation into active participation, fostering both excitement and education. Social media has amplified the penny's story even further. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok host countless videos where collectors display their rolls, compare coins, and highlight anomalies. These videos often spark lively conversations, with viewers sharing insights, speculating on potential discoveries, and celebrating even minor finds. The 2015 penny serves as the centerpiece of these conversations, a touchstone around which collectors worldwide can connect and share knowledge. The coin has also inspired gamification within the community. Some enthusiasts create challenges or competitions to find rare coins within rolls, tracking successes and failures with detailed logs. Others organize local coin club events where participants compare modern pennies, analyzing strike quality, luster, and anomalies. These interactive activities keep collectors engaged, building camaraderie and fostering a sense of shared discovery. Discussion extends to the coin's broader implications as well. Collectors and hobbyists debate its impact on modern coin markets, how it redefines the value of contemporary coins, and what it suggests about the future of numismatics. Some argue that it has forever shifted attention toward modern minting, inspiring a new era of careful examination, preservation, and investment in coins that were previously overlooked. Others focus on the narrative, emphasizing the excitement, suspense, and cultural resonance of discovering a coin of such improbable perfection. Engagement also thrives in educational contexts. Coin clubs, universities, and workshops incorporate the 2015 penny into their teaching materials, using it to demonstrate principles of metallurgy, minting processes, die alignment, and grading standards. Students and enthusiasts alike are encouraged to examine images, calculate probabilities, and understand the combination of chance and craftsmanship that produced this extraordinary coin. This approach transforms engagement from mere fascination to interactive learning. The coin's auction also sparked active participation. Even those who could not bid experienced engagement through live updates, online commentaries, and post-auction analyses. The dramatic escalation of bidding, culminating in the $46 million final price, became a communal spectacle. Collectors dissected each stage of the auction, debated strategy, and speculated on the motivations of winning bidders. In this sense, engagement was not limited to ownership, it extended to observation, analysis, and community discourse. Importantly, the story of the 2015 penny has encouraged inclusivity in numismatics. People of all ages, backgrounds, and levels of experience feel inspired to participate. From teenage hobbyists meticulously checking rolls to seasoned professionals analyzing microscopic anomalies, engagement transcends expertise. The coin serves as a unifying focal point, demonstrating that the thrill of discovery, the joy of learning, and the excitement of community can be accessible to everyone. Finally, engagement is fueled by anticipation. The story is ongoing. Collectors continue to hunt for anomalies in 2015 rolls, speculate about potential hidden specimens, and follow news of future auctions. This dynamic, participatory culture keeps the narrative alive, ensuring that the 2015 penny remains more than a static object. It is a living phenomenon that evolves through observation, interaction, and collective enthusiasm. In essence, the 2015 penny has transformed the way collectors and enthusiasts engage with modern coins. It is not only a remarkable artifact of minting but also a catalyst for community, debate, education, and participatory exploration. Its story encourages active involvement, inspiring people to connect, share, learn, and discover, turning what might have been a solitary hobby into a vibrant, interactive global experience. As we reach the conclusion of the story of the 2015 penny, it becomes clear that this humble 1-cent coin has transcended its original purpose. What was once an everyday object, intended simply for transactions, has become an emblem of rarity, perfection, and the extraordinary potential hidden in the ordinary. Its journey, from the presses of the Denver Mint to a record-breaking auction, illustrates how meticulous craftsmanship, chance, and narrative converge to create a modern legend. The legacy of the 2015 penny is multifaceted. It has reshaped perceptions of modern coins, proving that even contemporary issues can be as collectible and significant as centuries-old artifacts. It has sparked renewed interest in coin collecting, inspiring both amateur hobbyists and seasoned professionals to scrutinize, preserve, and treasure modern pennies with the same passion once reserved for historic coins. Its story reminds collectors that value is not always obvious and that extraordinary discoveries can lie hidden in the most mundane places. Culturally, the penny has become a symbol of hope and possibility. The narrative of a single coin rising from billions to achieve a value of $46 million resonates universally. It reinforces the timeless human fascination with discovery, luck, and the thrill of uncovering hidden treasures. It is a story that inspires curiosity, perseverance, and imagination, reminding us that even the smallest objects can carry immense significance when examined closely and understood deeply. From a numismatic perspective, the 2015 penny stands as a benchmark for perfection. Its flawless MS-70 grade, mirror-like luster, subtle anomalies, and precise alignment set a standard that collectors will reference for generations. Metallurgists, mint historians, and numismatists alike study its composition, die characteristics, and production anomalies to understand how such a coin could emerge from mass production. It is a rare example of where science, art, and history intersect in a single, small artifact. The coin's impact on the marketplace is equally profound. Auctions, market trends, and collector behavior have all been influenced by this modern marvel. The penny has demonstrated that contemporary coins can carry immense financial and emotional value, challenging assumptions about age, scarcity, and collectability. It has inspired careful preservation, systematic roll hunting, and a renewed appreciation for coins that were once overlooked. Most importantly, the 2015 penny illustrates the power of narrative in creating value. Beyond its composition, its perfection, and its rarity, it is the story of discovery, of chance, and of human fascination that makes it legendary. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts are drawn not only to the physical coin but to the remarkable journey it represents, from the mint to private hands to record-breaking auction. It is a story that will continue to inspire, educate, and captivate for decades to come. In the end, the 2015 penny is more than just a coin. It is a reminder that greatness can emerge from the ordinary, that attention to detail can uncover hidden treasures, and that the pursuit of knowledge, curiosity, and passion can transform even a 1-cent object into a phenomenon of global significance. Its story will live on as a symbol of excellence, rarity, and the enduring allure of discovery, a coin that turned ordinary currency into extraordinary legend. The 2015 penny teaches us timeless lessons: treasure the details, seek out the hidden, and never underestimate the extraordinary potential of the everyday. Its legacy is secure, its story is unforgettable, and its influence will continue to ripple through the world of numismatics, inspiring collectors, enthusiasts, and dreamers around the globe.